Good evening. You're watching QTV Nightly News, and I'm Jacqueline Goli. Thank you for joining us. And we apologize for the late start. It was because we were bringing you the live coverage of the luncheon of the Battle Harden Highway by President Adama Barrow. Here are the main news headlines. President Barrow presided over the official launch of Battle Harden Highway. The Non-Communicable Disease Control Unit of the Ministry of Health held a recent press briefing to update the public on the ongoing efforts in enforcing tobacco control laws. The Visual Arts Association of the Gambia, with support from the National Center for Arts and Culture, is organizing an art exhibition at the National Museum in Banjul from February 19 to March 5th. In sports news, as part of capacity building in boosting the standard of refereeing those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. Thank you for joining us. Now, the Non-Communicable Disease Control Unit of the Ministry of Health held a recent press briefing to update the public on the ongoing efforts in enforcing tobacco control laws. Pat Daniel Gomez was at the event, and he felt in this report.
The goal of the Gambia's tobacco control laws is to reduce tobacco use, prevent youth initiation into the habit, and protect public health by making tobacco products less visible and accessible, and to discourage smoking in the Gambia. Here is Spa Samba Bojang, Head of Enforcement for the National Tobacco Control Committee.
Specific jurisdiction that one have to use tobacco-related product freely. We are here not to say that the particular product is banned, no, but it's regulated where and how to use it.
Sefo Singate, the Senior Program Officer with the NCD Control Unit, highlighted the new graphic designs that will soon appear on tobacco products packaging.
This is the current tobacco packs in circulation. These are the ones that are going until February 28 on tobacco packs in the country. Any pack that is without this is illegal. Any tobacco product that is without this is illegal. And when seen by enforcers, should be enforced. And then if anybody sees any other product that do not have this, should inform the person to desist, and also inform the right authority, that is the police, the custom officers, public health, or the environmental NEA, so that this person can be taken care of. This is the new graphic design that is coming into force in March 1st.
Mr. Singate also gave an update on the activities of the NCD unit, which has included awareness-raising sessions, stakeholder engagements, and enforcement operations, among other activities. Michael M. Mendy is the Director of Health Promotion and Education at the Ministry of Health.
We have tried to implement the ban of public smoking. But it should also be our roles at each level to ensure that we comply with these strategies. The sale of cigarettes, single cigarettes, should be our responsibility at all levels to ensure that this is strengthened and everybody adhere to it. And even allowing the minors to handle cigarettes, either selling it to them or using them to sell this cigarette, is a responsibility that all of us to take.
There is a national prevalence of 16.7% for tobacco use in the Gambia, with 31% and 12.8% accounting for male and female use respectively, with an average Gambian male aged 24 to 64 smoking about 10 sticks of cigarettes. Tobacco contains nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, and over 7,000 chemicals, many of which are toxic and carcinogenic. Its effects include addiction, lung diseases, heart problems, cancer, and weakened immune function. The existing tobacco control laws include a ban on smoking in public places, tobacco advertising, promotion, or sponsorship, tobacco packaging and health warnings, sales and distribution regulations, tobacco taxation and pricing, enforcement and penalties, all in a bid to have a smoke-free Gambia. Reporting for QTV News, I am Pa Daniel Gomez.
Now, the Visual Arts Association of the Gambia, with support from the National Center for Arts and Culture, is organizing an art exhibition at the National Museum in Banjul from February 19 to March 5th, celebrating 60 years of Gambia's independence. Mamjara Kamana reports.
Over 30 art pieces by 22 Gambian artists will be displayed during the exhibition, featuring a diverse range of drawings, paintings, sculptures, and photography, all highlighting the rich tapestry of Gambian heritage. VAG aims to empower its young members in the arts by providing them with a platform to showcase their talents and connect with others in the industry. Modula Minjata, the president of VAG, highlighted the importance of the exhibition.
Number one importance is, I think, is a monumental event for VAG. This is a way to at least show the rest of the Gambians that there are talented visual artists in the Gambia.
Keba Sala is the Secretary General of VAG.
So we had a series of exhibitions since the 17th up till today, the 19th.
We have abstracts, we have fine arts, we have collages, we have mixed media, and we also have carvings. Those are the type of paintings you will find around.
The National Center for Arts and Culture played a vital role in involving Gambian visual artists in the independence celebration through its chair, Hassum Cisse. Mr. Cisse says Gambian artists are essential to national development, emphasizing the significant role arts play in preserving and promoting the nation's history.
The greatest moments in Gambian history, have been captured, in photographs. So the visual art is a very, very important aspect of the Gambia's artistic heritage.
Distinct from other forms of art, fine art is often valued for its aesthetic beauty and its capacity to convey complex ideas, emotions, and experiences. Among the showcased pieces was the Pendambai painting, which symbolizes Gambia's national dish, family unity, and the art of sharing.
I came up with two pieces personally. That's the attire and the Pendambai. Anywhere you go in the Gambia, you will find people eating in one big bowl, So this is a very unique culture that you wouldn't find in many places around the world.
Here are Zina Zoka and Abdul Aziz Cisse, both of whom are among the exhibitors. They highlighted the power of art in nation building.
I painted something, it's actually untitled, but it is like a painting that talks about our heritage, and it's a painting that also makes one to reflect on their culture and all that.
Sometimes if you go to some of these hospitals, you find very beautiful artworks being posted around the building so that the patients can be watching and then at least it helps them to take their mind off the sickness that they have.
As the exhibition concludes on March 5th, the president of VAG invites all art enthusiasts to visit the museum and discover the stunning artwork created by Gambian artists.
We are hoping that art lovers will turn up, come and make the day, grace the day with us, make it, a very important event.
Founded in April 2014, VAG has grown to include over 30 locally based artists. Its mission is to promote fine arts, preserve Gambian culture, transfer skills and expertise to younger generations, and foster creativity and innovation among artists through workshops, training, and exhibitions. For QTV News, I am Mamjara Kamara.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have some more local and sports stories. Do stay.
fii mooy fan fii mooy Inessa di place bi nga xam ne moom la ñëpp taaw place bii bépp xeetu ataaya bu baax rek bu dugg see ci dëkk bi xamal ne fii rek la am bara wërga bii neex na lool saf na ba pare tamit nag am gu bu neex boo ko naanee rek da ngay kontaan ci saas añ ba suur ba gëreesal li nga lekk jëndal bara ataaya bii ndax moom la ñëpp taamu gis nga sama client bii ataaya bu neex bu ne moom laa koy njëkk a jox ndax moom kat ataaya bu neex rek lay wër bara wërga bii mooy wërga bi gën te moo gën a saf kon nag ràññee leen ko bu baax kon daw leen gaaw ca Banjul foofu ca Inessa di place bi nga xam ni foofu rek nga ko mën a amee wholesale wala retail mu ngi foofu ci boori court house bi foofu ca Banjul wala nga daw ci bépp marché bépp supermarket bépp boutique fépp foo dugg rek di nga mën a am baara warga bii nga xam ne moom la ñëpp di wër tey baara warga moo dàq ci warga yi man maa ngi ci moom ndax su ma maree ataaya moom rek lay naan.
Supersonics Islamic Insurance ñooy jël benn digital insurance provider ci Gambia bu ànda sharia ñoo leen isil wécceeku technologie yu xarañ ànd ak dal ba seen bunti kër yi amal nañ leen bépp façon ngi insurance service boo soxla pour ngeen mun a am xel bu dal ak kaaraange saa yoo ko soxlee su fekkee yaa ngi kër si yoon wala si business ak Supersonic Islamic Insurance Limited ñëwal nga bokk si suñ bànneexi liggéey nga xam fu ñu feetoo oo ñu si +220 5132 319 5132 318 wala 5132 315 wala nga email ñu info@supersonicsinsurance.com wala book nga seetuñu suñ website bi www.supersonicsinsurance.com wala nga seet si ñu Beka Plaza 56 Liberation Avenue Banjul.
Welcome back. You're watching QTV News, and I am Jacqueline Collie. Now on to the rest of our stories. As part of the Gambia's 60th independence celebration, Penyam Village in the West Coast region hosted its International Cultural Festival over the weekend, featuring an impressive array of cultural performances and activities aimed at promoting unity through diversity. Demba Waiba tells us more.
This year's International Cultural Festival celebrated the country's rich culture, attracting senior government officials, cultural groups, elders and youth from neighboring communities in the Gambia and from the Casamas region of Senegal. The third edition featured a variety of cultural performances, including traditional dances, music, masquerade displays such as the Kumpo, and a football match, all aimed at fostering cohesion among the communities. Famara Yafai Jaju, the chief executive officer of the festival, explained the reasons for dedicating this year's edition to the country's Diamond Jubilee.
We have had many events here, but I must say this year's festival is one of a kind. Today is the last day, but we are very happy, especially with the performance of the various cultural groups. We also received many prominent guests, including the governor, the speaker, and Ambassador Fabre, and I would like to thank all of them for coming.
Celebrating 60 years of independence alongside indigenous cultural festivities will probably spark a revival of dying traditional norms and values, helping to preserve African Gambian heritage. Seydou Bojang is the youth public relations officer and part of the organizers.
Every Gambian, though home and abroad, come out to celebrate it. We want to see that, the Gambian people love their country to a level that they all come out and then at least take part in this. I am also encouraging the people that are, these cultural groups, as you can see, if we have this on the very date of the independence celebration, we will be glad. It shows the love that people have for the country, and I'm sure, if it is well marketed, it will be very much represented.
The final phase of the festival featured displays of wedding ceremonies from the Jola and the Fula communities, symbolizing the long-standing brotherhood between the two ethnic groups and highlighting the beauty of African traditional betrothal and marriage customs. The funds raised during the previous festival will be used to support development projects, including construction of a football field and the construction of a village mosque for the community.
I think that the Gambia, we have done a lot as of today, since the time of Jawara to the time of Yahya Jammeh, and now the time of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. And I think definitely we have a long way to go though, but I think also we have achieved a lot.
As the third edition concludes, there is a renewed sense of hope for the greater unity and development among the people, with anticipation for an even better and more prosperous festival next year. Demba Waiba, QT.
Moving on, 20 community health workers received training on early detection and referral of Clubfoot by Gambia Clubfoot Foundation. Our regional reporter Don Williams was there and sent this report, which is narrated by Pa Daniel Gomez.
Clubfoot is a congenital deformity that may affect one or both feet. The affected foot or feet are rotated internally, and it is a relatively common birth defect occurring in about 1 in every 1,000 live births. At the Karawan Health Center and the Regional Health Directorate North, where the training was conducted, Ibu Kamara, the president of the foundation, explained how this program started.
Treatment started in 2017, fully in 2019. We did a pilot training at Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, Canopy General Hospital, trained 6 specialists in each of these hospitals to treat Clubfoot in the Gambia. Initially, Clubfoot, before we start, has been a real problem. Children are born with disability. They assume it is an act of Satan or evil things, and it becomes very difficult to cure. People will live with it and grow with it and die with it. So the foundation is here to support, to sensitize people that is treatable, non-surgical method called Ponseti.
Dr. Lamin FTT Fadera of Farafenye General Hospital outlined the expectations of them as healthcare workers.
You might not know exactly, but you see the deformation of the foot. That is an alert. That's an alarm that you can talk to the patient. So in that where you try to locate the address and the name and everything about the patient. So that at that time, early in newborn, you might not need to do much. You just talk to them and let them enjoy that moment. Then from there, we can see how best we can pick them and then put them in the cycle for.
Shortly before the commencement of the training, Mamadi Jawara, the officer in charge at Kerawan Health Center, spoke to QTV about his expectations.
As we all know, these birth defects, to be more specific, Clubfoot, this has been a challenge. And we said earlier on here, most of the kids are in communities, they are in our homes, whereby they are neglected, and it comes to a burden on the family. And there is a clear testimony that definitely it has been related to genius and oversight.
During the course of the training, participants viewed some materials used to treat the condition, photographs, slides, and a demonstration of the clubfoot defect and first step in treating the condition. Here is Hadisar, a maternal child healthcare worker and participant.
The training was very, very educative. I learned very important new things during the training. And I also promise that I will spread the information to my guys at the clinic. We will use during health talks to inform people both base and outreaches.
And at the end of the training, Abdullah Jaju, Regional Director of Regional Health Directorate North, appealed to participants to do their best and work towards early detection to send them for referral at the treatment center, followed by an award of Certificate of Appreciation to each participant. For QTV News, I am Pa Daniel Gomez.
Up next is sports news. Now, as part of capacity building in boosting the standard of refereeing in the North Bank region, 32 males and 3 females have undertaken a 3-day refereeing course organized by the North Bank Region Football Association and sponsored by the Gambia Football Federation. Our regional reporter, Don Williams, was there and sent this report, which is read by Isato Barrow in our studios.
The North Bank Region Football Association, under the leadership of Abu Khan, the president, supported by the NBRFA's first and second vice presidents, is taking steps to develop the game by organizing trainings such as this one. Given the nature of the game, referees are a vital component. Here is Abu Khan, the president of NBRFA, as he addressed participants during the opening.
I'm happy that you promised that you do the work accordingly. I'm happy that the first vice and second vice all mentioned that they don't want to see mistakes. It will be 0 mistakes this time around. However, the error is human. You all know. But it be minimal. 0.0%. So your work is very important, very important. And then our objective is to have series of this kind to help educate people pesticides them, referees, coaches, the medics, you name them.
Ibrahim Sise, the second vice president of NBRFA and in charge of trainings, explained the thinking behind organizing this training.
Our reason for some courses is to help you move to the next level in your career. And then it all starts somewhere. And that place have to be respected. Just a quick one. It's been mentioned, and it is the fact. Those who are presently managing the affairs of referees in the Gambia are from North. That's of no doubt. That shows the competence we have. That shows the good people we have who can, and we can produce more of its kind. Of most recent, if I could fully remember last year, we have some of our referees that we have promoted, and they are doing well. You are not seeing them within your midst. They were one time, and here is where they started. We expect before our next course to see some of you move to the next level. We'll bring in another group.
Maudo Jallo, a retired FIFA international referee and the training's lead instructor. In his address, the participants emphasized the importance of being fit.
There will be a lot more promotions and whatsoever we have our recommendation. And Mr. President, to let you know that we almost have 90% pass from the fitness test. Right? And those who didn't make it, please work hard and know that fitness is paramount. We don't joke with fitness. You cannot be sitting down, drinking attire, and every day just you are told that a game is at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you take up your bag and then you go to the field, you messed up, you bring problem for the referee committee, you bring problem for the RFA.
At the end of the first day's activities, QTV spoke to Adinjai, a referee and a participant. He expressed his elation of the long-awaited course.
Alhamdulillah, the course have started since yesterday, and then it has been going very much fine, because since we started we didn't have any obstacle. But as I rightly said, it is very much important and very much helpful for all the referees in that bank.
Other speakers were the regional sports chairman, Bubasi, the first vice president of the NBRFA, Sidi Mane, the referees manager, and Modu Saj, chairman of the NBRFA's referees committee. Aissatou Bari, QTV News.
Now we have the latest for you all the way in Kiang Masembe as official results of the by-elections contested by UDP and NPP has been announced. Here is a clip.
For coming. Maybe we just start with silent prayers and when we go into our session, please. Amen. Conclusion of the process for this by-election for Masembe Ward, and here we'll be doing the final results announcement by the Vice Chairman of the IEC, Mr. Joseph Colley, who will be doing this on behalf of the Chairman of the IEC. So on that note, I would like to hand over to the Vice Chair to do the declaration. You're welcome, sir.
Joseph Colley, Vice Chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, on behalf of the Chairman, hereby give notice that the total number of votes given to each candidate in the council by-election of 22nd February 2025 for Masembe Ward is as follows. Bakari S. Jaju, UDP, 700 votes. Lamin Jaju, NPP, 513 votes. There was only one invalid vote. The results were certified by Lamin J. Jadama, returning officer of the said by-election in the Mansa Konko administrative area. These results were witnessed and endorsed by Momodou Sarr, agent for UDP, Almamo Diba, agent for UDP, Honorable Sidinjai, agent for NPP, Honorable Dr. Demba Savali, agent for NPP. Having received the higher number of votes in Masembe Ward by-election of 22nd February 2025, Bakari S. Jaju has been duly elected as Councillor for Masembe Ward in the Mansa Congo Area Council, dated 22nd February 2025. Signed, Joseph Kuli for Chairman. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to Mr. Bakari and to the UDP. I'm afraid that's all we have for you in this bulletin, but before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. The Non-Communicable Disease Control Unit of the Ministry of Health held a recent press briefing to update the public on the ongoing efforts in enforcing tobacco control laws. The Visual Arts Association of the Gambia, with support from the National Center for Arts and Culture, is organizing an art exhibition of the National Museum in Banjul from February 19 to March 5th. In sports news, as part of capacity building in boosting the standard of refereeing in the North Bank region, 32 males and 3 females have undertaken a GFF-sponsored 3-day refereeing course organized by the North Bank Region Football Association. That's all for now in this news bulletin. Do join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Week in Review with Ade Darame and Momodou Mboj. Thanks for watching and bye for now.